Hey there, it is Tabitha Carro, and in this tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to make a parent survey Google form. This is an easy way, much easier than paper, to get data from your parents about their children that you're going to teach, have it all collected in one place digitally that can help you at the start of the year. I mean, once you create this form, I really just recommend sharing it with your parents at open house and getting them to fill it out on the spot right there, and you're done. So, no needing to print out this paper, send it home, cross your fingers that you get them back, and then trying to analyze that data on printed paper is just a lot slower than digital format. So, definitely recommend using a Google form to do your parent survey. So, to get started, we're going to go to your Drive account. Let's go to New, go to Google Forms, and we will title it here Parent Survey, the year, or whatever works for you. And then I'll copy that title and put it over here, or click and it will automatically be the title of our survey. Before we get into the actual adding the questions, let's go ahead and fix the design if you want to. If not, you don't care, just go with the purple default that they have. But what you can do is click on the palette icon right here to customize the theme. You can choose different fonts for the header, for the questions, all that good stuff. And you can also change the size of your font as well. You can choose different colors, but if you're going to make a header image, it's best to do that first and then let the form adapt the colors to your header. So to create a header, some options are Canva, which is my number one recommendation, but you could do Google Slides or PowerPoint. The sizing basically is 1600 pixels by 400 pixels, or you could just pick a header that they have here and not make it complicated. But let's complicate it just a little bit by doing a Canva header. So you'll want to sign up for Canva. It's free, and get the free account. And then in here in the search box, you want to write Google Classroom header. Even though we're doing a form header, I find it a lot more options when you do Google Classroom header, and there you will choose one of their templates. But if you have the free account, you need to choose one that doesn't have the crown in the bottom right hand corner, because that means it is a paid template and you need the pro version. And we just want to stick with free. So if you go to all filters, you can choose style, theme, grade, subject, topic, colors, and all that good stuff. So let's say that you are a reading teacher, so we'll choose reading and apply. So we get some options, but almost all of them are paid. So let's just choose this one that's free and customize it, because you can really make it something completely different. So what I recommend is, I do really like the font that they put right here, but if you don't, you can just change right here, and really you have lots of options that are not paid. But we want to get rid of these elements because they are not, they don't go with your reading. So I will delete those elements and I'll go to elements over here on the sidebar, and I will put in the search that I want. So I'm going to put books, and I'm going to click on the filter icon to filter free. So I'm only seeing free ones that I can use. And I recommend graphics so that you get something that's like an overlay. And a lot of these you can change the colors. So how do you know if you can change the colors? Well, you just select it and see if you get color options up there, which I do. So I'm going to move this over here, and then I can just click on a color square here and pick a different color. I can pick the plus sign and then pick the eyedropper if I want to pick something inside the design, a color inside the design. or I can choose one of Canva's palettes. So to do that, go up here to Design, go to Styles, and if you're fine with the fonts, then I just recommend going to Color Palettes so that the fonts stay the same. And then you can go through and choose, and you can, if you, for example, you want this color palette, but you don't really like how they did it, you can click on it again, and they'll just keep giving you different combinations. So let's see. So that's kind of pretty right there. And then if you don't like something specifically, you might need to individually select it and pick a different color or whatever you want for that. So let's see. I'm going to just stick with, let's see, we'll do kind of a gray there. I'm going to duplicate this graphic by right-clicking and duplicating. I'm going to turn it over here, and I might just flip it horizontally, just so it's kind of like a sandwich, bookends, basically. And of course, change the text to say what you want, and we are ready to save it and add it to our form. So to do that, go to Share, go to Download. PNG is fine. That's usually what you're going to get as a suggestion. Click Download, and then we will go to our form. Make sure you click on the palette, Customize Theme, go down to Choose Image, go to Upload, and just drag it in wherever it's saved on your computer. And the cool thing in forms is that they are going to match the color of the form to the colors in your parent survey. And they give you options. So if you really like teal and that's what you want, then you can just switch that because they pick out basically all the colors from your header. So that is how to spruce up the design of your form. Now let's talk about adding the questions. So you'll click on the first question box. You'll want to click right here on the right to get the different options. So you have short answer, which would be what you would use for, what is your name or email. Then you have paragraph format if you want to give them more space, if you're asking them to, what do you want to tell me about your child? Multiple choice, that means there's only one choice that they will select. Check boxes means that there's more than one option they could select, like maybe your child's interest and you've got some options and there may be more than one correct answer for that. Drop down, file, upload, and so forth. You can also right here, you can add an image if you needed an image. You could add a video, most likely just from YouTube, if you have the URL for that, and so forth. So once you've written your first question, if this next question is going to be similar, it's another multiple choice question, then just click on duplicate right here and don't invent the wheel. And go through until you have all your questions created. Or if you want to do a completely brand new question, then you would click the plus sign right here. Another thing to not miss is to toggle required on if you if it's a question that they have to answer and you don't want them to skip like their email or things like that that they definitely need to answer. Just make sure, click on the question and make sure required is turned on. And then the reverse, if it's a question that doesn't have to be answered but is optional, then you can turn it off. So some options for questions for you are, what do you see as your child's greatest strengths, hobbies, sports, your child enjoy, most important thing I should know. If you want to do a scale question, then let's go over here to this question, and you need to pick linear scale, and then you would do 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, and you would say, let's see what that question was. How does your child feel about school? So you would write that in here into the title, and then 1, not positive at all, and then you would put very positive for 10, however you would want that, and Yeah, and then that is how you could do that type of scaling type question. So, hopefully that gives you an idea of some questions that you can use. And then you need to prepare the send link for parents to use. So for that, you will just click on send. And I recommend just clicking here to get a link. You can shorten the URL, but that would still be, for example, if you have an open house and you want them to do the form right there at open house, this is not something you want them trying to type in to their phones in order to fill out. You want to make a more user-friendly link or make a QR code and put the QR code up on your presentation. And an option to do that would be tinyurl.com. So I'll show you how that works really quick. You will just put in your long link, and then let's do survey. I doubt survey 25 will be available. It's not available. So let's do 2500, and we'll shorten it, and that one is available. So now all you have to do is put up tinyurl.com survey 2500, or like I mentioned, the QR code. You can create a QR code right there that you can put into your open house presentation for them to scan, because most people, their phones cameras should be able to scan. So you just select PNG and it automatically downloads as an image file that you can insert into your presentation. So I'm going to just open up the form really quick and see what this looks like. Yeah, and this is what that scaling question looks like when it is in view format. Okay, I have a YouTube video for you on how to add on some email notification add-ons to your form. So whenever a parent fills out the form, you get an automatic email with their answers right there for you to look over and to put, mark down, okay, that parent has done the form. So definitely recommend you watching this video now to go with your parent survey form. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope this form will be helpful for you at the beginning of the year with your parents. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video.